Okay, so here is my second video, but this is going to be the start of the actual game. One of the things you probably noticed in the first in the setup video is I didn't necessarily use personality cards as much, mostly because they just didn't really help in terms of what in terms of actually setting up, and that's fine. Personalities are meant as a guide. They don't. All of it is meant as a guide. I use the probability deck to kind of make most of the decisions, but the I'll make the decision of what the probability of what the person is doing based on whether either their long term strategy or their guide. Now you'll notice in this case right here, P is going to focus on this area of the board, but he doesn't have anything on this area of the board. So instead I'm going to choose to interpret that as he's going to choose to focus most of his area on the stuff that he has here. He may let his brown kind of vanquish per se, but it maybe he will, maybe he won't. It really that's his. He likes the idea of developing those, and even though those are kind of crowded in that area, that might be a sad strategy. He's focusing on trying to get workers and abilities and such, and he's the start player. So let's say that he's going to focus. First, I'm going to figure out what his personality is. He saves lots, so he's a capitalist. He was and he doesn't get any special bonus yet. He's also going to remain a builder. P is never going to remain a builder, but he does have the bonus, the handicap, so he gets a coin. So now he's got a slight advantage over the rest of us, and the game keeps going. So, capitalist, he likes the idea of getting stuff on the board, and he likes the idea of getting personalities and stuff. So he's actually going to choose. I think he's going to choose to do fill this up. You can choose to use the personality, probability deck a lot, or you can choose to use it very little. I'm erratic. I want to keep the game flowing. I want to keep the game moving. I don't want to sit there and spend a lot of time doing decisions. So in this case, I'm going to just make the blanket statement that say that he's going to fill this up with as much personality as he can. In this deck, there's probably more personalities than there are point cards, and that's exactly the way this is coming out right now. There was no point cards at all. Oh, here's the first point card. And then he has to do 3 of these. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. And he has an equal flow of all 3 of them. Now, here's where things get interesting. He has to figure out how much to bid. How much does he like the stuff that's built out? Capitalist nature, he really likes the idea of getting that guy, this guy out, and that guy can move around, so he can just focus, get whatever property he likes. He likes the idea of green. Does he like it enough to spend all of this stuff on it? I'm going to say he likes it a lot. He can spend up to, well, if he wants to get 2, and you almost always do want to get 2, he can spend up to 6. But I don't think he likes to spend up the full 6. I'm going to use the auction part of this and say how much is he going to use. So he can spend 1/3. So that would be 2. He's going to start off as an auction by choosing the 2. Does he choose to up it? I think he might. I think he might. So I'm going to say probably. Nope. He starts off at 2 and he stayed at 2. So that means that he bid 2. What I did, this said 1/3 of the 1/3 of the amount that he could bid, which was 1/3 of 6. 6 is 2. And then I asked, okay, well, he might actually want a bit more than that, but he chose not. So he says no, and that's a reasonable play. He likes focusing on his areas of the board there. Well, he's got his black and his brown there. He's not so much interested in this stuff, but if he wants to get anything out on the board at all, he's probably going to stick those on. Does he do that? Does he want a bit high? Does he want his stuff a lot? I think he is pretty motivated to build up because his personality says that. He likes tackling that area of the board. So let's say he bids higher than that. Yes. Does he bid as much as possible? Probably not. No, he does. Okay, so he's going to bid all 6, which is insane. Does he? I think he might be willing to bid slightly less than that. Does he? No, unsure. And unsure said no, so no, he doesn't. So he wants the 6. Okay, so now me. What do I want to spend? I don't think I care at this point, so I'm just going to spend just a 1. Hopefully make the life easier later. So I'm going to spend the requisite 2. He spends all of it. And then he's going to spend 4, which is 1. Now, what does all of that mean? That means that he really wants to go crazy, and he spent a lot on this turn. So yes, he's setting himself up to kind of not be in a good situation later, because he doesn't have any bidding power later. But right now, I think he said it was more important for him to get his stuff out. So that means that he really wants to put this black right here, or here, and he really wants to put this green here or here. If you put, he probably wants to put, well, he knows that I can't expand his black right just yet, so that's a little bit more flexible. I have to figure out if that's actually what he wants to do. He knows I can't expand, so he can take that brown and make that brown less appetizing, but it doesn't really blockade him anyway. Does he do that? Probably not. No. Does he put it there? Unsure. No. So this makes the most sense. Does he do that? Yes. Okay, so that's what he does. And he absolutely wants to put this in there. Now I gotta go back to this thing. Black. Does he want to expand out? Let's use the tactic as a suggestion, because I don't know where he wants to put this. He can't place it here. He can't place it here, but he can place it any one of the other ones. This one makes the most sense, but maybe he's trying to just jockey for position. Does he do that? It says up. Okay, so that would be here. I think that's reasonable. Does he do that? Because then he blocks W's ability to expand, which is me. Does he do that? Probably. Yep. Okay, so that was that. I should have spent more. I'm realizing now I should have spent more because maybe I don't spend all of them and take my cash back because he's going to prevent me from doing anything. Because he really wanted to get the cash guy. And he really wants... The thing that makes the most sense for him is to take the brown. He's A. So if he does that, then that kind of locks him in position. Is that what he does? He's got to do it. The only other place would be to go up, but I don't see him going up because I don't see the advantage of him doing that. Is that what he does? Yeah, so that's what he does. Okay. And then he gets this one extra cash dude, which is a really good play for him, and he actually have cheap. And so he gets the man that goes there. And this guy, keep in mind, the men can actually move around. So even if he wants to claim that later, well, he can. Me, I can't actually do anything because I can't place any of these guys. So I don't take either of them, and that turn was a wash for me. So he spent a lot on it, but I probably should have spent more than what I did because I would have locked it out. But oh well, let's see how the game plays out. Round 2. So next thing I'm going to do is check out the personalities, see if their personalities change. Oh, sorry. At the end of the round, everybody gets 4 count coin. I'm going to take this thing here and give him a 5. Take this thing here and give him a 5. Oh, actually, sorry, he gets another coin, so he actually gets 6. Normally you get 4 coins at the round, but each one of these is an extra coin. And anything, I'm going to take the 1 coin, and I'll take 5. I am now in the best position for this thing. All of this stuff clears out. Okay. Okay, your personality. Sorry. Same as last. Same personality, same as last. Their personalities don't change. He still likes money, and he still likes to build. Okay, but this thing changes, so now he's choosing how much to place out. I don't know what he wants. He likes area capture tactics. He's P. He probably wants more. He probably wants more areas on the board. Let's see if that's what he does. So he's going to choose to lay out more tabulars on the board. Is that what he does? Yes. Does he go the full gambit? I'm sure. No. Does he? Yeah. So well, okay. So he likes those areas more. So he's going to deal out 5 of these and four of these. 1, 2, 4. So now there's more cash up there again. There's some good points. And cards. 1, 2, 4. How much does he bid? Well, he can only bid 1 or 2. I think he's satisfied with all the stuff he could get because P is a little bit more cemented. He does like that one black, but I don't think there's any advantage to him spending more because he doesn't have any money. So he's going to go probably the lowest possible. Does he? That's the wrong one. Probably. Does he do the? Does he like the? Does he go for the cheapest way possible? No. Okay, he's going to spend 2. He's weird. You're going to get that. One of the things you're going to find with the solar system is they don't play predictably, and they may not necessarily play smart, depending on how you want to play it. But he wanted to spend a little bit more. He wanted to make it possible. I definitely want to spend more, and I like the idea of spending more than everybody else because I don't want to get locked out. But I know I can spend him. Could I afford to get less than him? He is A. A is going to press on my W. A can press on my W black out there, but I don't think that's what A wants to do. So I'm just going to choose to spend 3. Now, he likes the idea of getting workers. There's 2 workers out there. He could get lots of cash right now. Is that what he wants to do? I don't think so, but let's see. He can get lots of workers. Is that what he wants to do? Yep. Okay. Does he want to spend a lot of money to get those workers? He likes to get again both of those guys. Does he want to spend a lot of money to do it? Unsure. Yep. Okay, so he's going to spend the most he could. He spends the 4. So he's paying 8 total. So here's his 8. He's going to spend 2. Again, I might give him a cash back if he chooses not to do anything with what's left. And then I spend my 6. So still set up for the future, and I'm still set up better for everybody else in the near future. What does he want? He likes those two dudes. So he'll take them. Again, you could choose to try to play the probability deck. I'm going to choose not to in this case because it matches his personality too well, and he can do it without any real problem. So he sticks 1 there and 1 there. So the downside is he can't really grab any points right now. The plus side, though, is that he's going to have a lot more cash in the future. He's probably got the 4 points cemented because, I mean, 3 cash right away may not be worth it for anybody else to actually get. I am going to take the black before I get completely plugged in. I'm going to put that thing right there. I always end up waiting too long to get points. But I like the idea of green not being completely suffocated. So we'll go there. So we're going to forego those points. Now P has options. He can move his brown, which he likes. He can move his green, which he also likes. And he can also take the point card. So he's a capitalist. No, sorry, P likes the area. He wants to develop that stuff up there. He's probably going to take that green. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't. Plus, he likes to build too. So Does he do that? Yep. And he's probably going to stick that there because he can. Would he? Yeah, because he wants to get this thing out. He doesn't want to get plugged out, so he's going to go there. I'm not going to draw probably on that. Does he like the brown? Sure. Unsure. He probably likes the board, the points better. Does he like? Okay, so I'm going to ask the question. Does he like the points? And I'll say unsure. No. He's going to go for the brown, and he'll just stick that there because it's closer, and he might as well. Okay, so that's that round. Next round, everybody gets their cash. Now he's getting 5, 6, 7. He's getting 7 cash per round, which is crazy. He's getting his normal 4, so he takes his 1. He gets a 5, and then I'm getting my normal 4. Now it's up to me to decide how I want to fill these. I want area. And I want area now, so I'm going to say, I'm just going to choose to draw 3. 1, 2. All the point cards are coming up right away. Oh, and there's the nice one. And nobody can store it. P might just look out and just got his nice big brown. You know what? No, I'm going to keep going on this one. I like the idea of getting a bin. Holy. I can grab that. There you go, and just 3. Well, that was different. Now, why did I do that? Because I like the idea of bidding high for this. So, oh, sorry, these go back. P wants, I need to bid higher than P. Brown can't get it. Well, actually, that's not true. Brown can build. Sorry, A could get. No, A can't. A cannot build this. Build this big giant 10. I can. A is gonna probably do who knows what. Okay, I'm gonna make the assumption that A is gonna go a little crazy. I just need to bait his. I'm gonna spend as little as I need to. But he gets cash anyway. Well, he could take it. He should take it too. You know what? I'm gonna go the full 6. That seems crazy, but I'm doing the full 6. Okay, he can't beat that. Does he want to go low? He's got lots of cash. And he knows I'm doing a certain strategy, so I think he's going to, he's a capitalist, he likes the money, but he's got lots of money already. I think he's going to, I have no idea. I'm going to use the option because he can bid 6. I'm going to use this thing. Minimum bid. Does he do the minimum bid? Unsure. Yep. Okay, so he's just chose the 1. Is that the best option for him? Well, I could take a long time to sit there and figure out what he's going to do. I didn't see the need to do that. He has no choice. He's going to take the 2. And now I'm going to pay too much money to get this thing and this thing. So I've got my barn, and I got to store this thing under the barn because I can't do it yet. Where am I going to put the barn? W. I'll put my barn right here because that's the way I roll. He's gonna spend his 2. He gets 1. What does he like? He probably likes the idea of having a little bit more cash at some point. Does he take the dude? Probably. Yep. And then is he going to try to cement his thing? He's probably going to grab that green to go up again and get more space. Does he? Yep. Okay, so he grabs the green and the dude. So now the question is, where does he put the green? He can go here. He can go. He's got lots of options. Where does he go? I don't know. Let's say tactics. So I'm going to use the up, down, left, right. Just cut the deck and choose this one. He puts it down. Does he put it? Does he go in that direction? No, he's going in that direction. Sure. Okay. And then he puts this thing someplace. It doesn't actually matter where he puts it, so I put it there. Because he can move around. Okay, so that's his, and now he just does 2 coin. And, well, he may as well grab this. He can't score either of those. He can't score either of those, so maybe he wants that ship. I don't think he wants that ship. I think he's just going to sit there and develop his brown more. Does he develop his brown more? Probably. Yep. And he's going to push it there. Okay, so that's that round. Game keeps moving. We've spent 21 minutes, so I'm going to continue this next time. Thanks.